So in this lecture we develop some method of finding integer x naught y naught, okay, given in the Bezier identity, right? So the Bezier identity says, Bezier's lemma, we write this as lemma, says that if G is the GCD of AB, then there exists x naught and y naught integers such that ax naught plus by naught equal to G. Okay, so we will try to find x naught y naught, okay, so as to satisfy this equation. Okay, so we are going to develop a method. So that method is called Euclidean algorithm, right? So before stating the Euclidean algorithm, okay, we prove the following lemma, following theorem is that, so GCD of AB is GCD of B plus AX, A comma B. GCD of A and B is same as GCD of A comma B plus AX. So for any integer x. Okay, so proof is very simple. Okay, just using the linear property and the comparison property, we are going to prove this result, right? Let us take G equal to GCD of AB, and D is the GCD of A comma B plus AX. G is the GCD of AB. G is the GCD of AB means G is the common divisor of A and B. So G divides A and G divides B. Okay, by the linear property, by the linearity of division, G divides, okay, AX plus BY. Okay, here I take Y equal to 1. So G divides AX plus B. That's why I write B equal to B plus AX. Okay. G divides A and G divides B plus AX. So G is a common divisor of. A and B plus AX. But D is the greatest common divisor of B and A and B plus AX. So, but G is the D is the GCD of A comma B plus AX. Okay, so any common and any common divisor divides greatest common divisor. Any common divisor of AB divides GCD of, okay, A plus B, B plus AX divides D, greatest common divisor. So here G is the GCD, okay, divides D, common divisor divides D. Okay, but and we know that G greatest common divisor is always positive. So by the comparison property, G is less than or equal to D. This is equation 1. The secondly, we take D is a GCD of A comma B plus AX, implies that D divides A and D divides B plus AX. Okay, this implies that D divides A and D divides any multiple of A, and also we have D divides AX. Okay, if D divides two numbers, their subtraction also divisible by D. So D is divisible by D divides B plus AX minus AX. Thus AX are get, okay, AX got cancelled, okay, which is the D divides B. That is, D is a common divisor of A and B. Again by the same argument that argument that G is a GCD of AB, okay, and any common divisor divides, and any common divisor divides the greatest common divisor, the GCD. So D is a common divisor, divides G. Once again, use the positiveness of D and D positive, G positive with the comparison property. But we write D less than or equal to G. This is equation 2. Equation 1 is G less than or equal to D. 2 is D less than or equal to G. So combining 1 and 2, we have that G equal to D. That is GCD of A comma B equal to A comma B plus AX. Okay, that's all the theorem. Okay, in this theorem, by choosing a proper x, we can the B plus AX can be chosen smaller than A, right, by the choice of x. Okay, so that is the next corollary of result. Corollary. Okay, so let's A and B be positive integers, right? Be positive integers. Such that A less than B, right? Then the GCD of A comma B can be written as A comma R, where R is the remainder. Okay, on the division of B by A. Okay, that is R satisfies B equal to QA plus R for some Q in integer, and 0 less than or equal to R less than Q. Okay, so proof is very it's a trivial. By taking x equal to minus Q, we have A comma B equal to A comma B minus QA, that is equal to A comma R. Okay, this corollary says that the bigger positive number can be replaced by the remainder of the division of A by B, B by A. That's the purpose of this theorem. Okay, so what we can do that, once again imagine that once again you apply the same result here. Okay, if A is 0, then we can R is 0, then we can stop the process. Otherwise, suppose R is positive less than A, then once again apply the same result and replace the bigger number by the remainder of A. Okay, remainder on the division of A by R. So next theorem, which is very, very important, and it will be used frequently in the several places. If C divides AB and B comma G, GCD is 1. Okay. C AB divide pannu, greatest common divisor of BC 1. BC relatively prime. Then C divides A. Now theorem. Right? Theorem enna appadina, suppose ஒரு நம்பர் ப்ராடக்ட் ஆஃப் ரெண்டு நம்பரை டிவைட் பண்ணும்போது அந்த நம்பருக்கு ரிலேட்டிவ்லி பிரைமா இருக்க எல்லாத்தையும் ரிமூவ் பண்ணிடலாம் அர்த்தம். ஓகே, நமக்கு ஏற்கனவே ஒரு தியரம் என்ன இருக்குன்னா நம்ம கையில் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி ஆஃப் டிவிஷன் பார்க்கும்போது என்ன பார்த்துருக்கோம் அப்படின்னா, நோட் ஓகே, இஃப் சி டிவைட்ஸ் ஏ, தென் ஃபார் எனி பி இன்டிஜர் B, C divides AB, right? இந்த டிவைடண்டோட என்ன வேணாலும் நீங்க மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணிட்டே போகலாம், ஸ்டில் C divides that number. ஆனா கேன்சல் பண்றவங்க, ஓகே, இந்த இடத்துல இருந்து இது எப்படி வந்தது? we have cancelled B. B ரிமூவ் பண்ணணும்னா B வந்து BC கிடையில GCD 1 தவிர எதுவும் இருக்காது, ரைட்? அதுதான் அந்த தியரம். ஓகே, அதுக்கு ப்ரூஃப் பார்த்துடலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ C divides AC இல்லையா? C divides AC. இந்த given that C divides AB. So C is a common factor of, C is a common divisor of, C is a common divisor of AB and AC. C is a common divisor of AB, AC. Right? See, common divisor AB, AC. But the AB, AC கான கிரேட்டஸ்ட் காமன் டிவைசர் கால்குலேட் பண்ணா, இப்போ A வந்து நம்பர் டிவைசர் சைடில் இருக்கு, டிவைடன்ட் சைடில் இருக்கனால இது வந்து நான் ஜீரோ நம்பர், ரைட்? இன்ஃபேக்ட் இதை நான் பாசிட்டிவ்னு எடுத்துக்கிறேன். ஓகே, பாசிட்டிவ்னு எடுத்துக்கிறேன். இந்த அடிஷன் என்ன பண்ணுறேன், இதில் D டிவைட்ஸ் இங்கே ஆட் பண்ணும்போது A கிரேட்டர் தன் 0. ஒன் மோர் கண்டிஷன். ஓகே, ஸோ A பாசிட்டிவாக இருக்கும்போது I can remove A from this GCD. Right? B, C, GCD 1, அதனால இது A. இது என்னது? A is the GCD of AB and AC. But நமக்கு என்ன நோட் தெரியும் அப்படின்னா, any common divisor divides greatest common divisor, right? We know that any common divisor is okay, divides the GCD of that numbers. அதனால C common divisor A, greatest common divisor, அதனால C divides A. அதுதான் நம்ம ப்ரூவ் பண்ண முடியும். ஓகே, ஸோ ப்ரூஃப்ல ரெண்டே கான்செப்ட் தான். C வந்து காமன் டிவைசர்னு ப்ரூவ் பண்றேன், A வந்து கிரேட்டஸ்ட் காமன் டிவைசர்னு இல்லை, அவ்வளோதான். அப்போ காமன் டிவைசர் டிவைட்ஸ் கிரேட்டஸ்ட் காமன் டிவைசர், C divides A. That's all. Okay, so given two integers which are positive such that, so with the relation between two integers A and B with A less than B, right? We repeatedly apply division algorithm to find out the following set of equations. We make a repeated application of division algorithm, repeated application of division algorithm and the last corollary and the previous last corollary. To obtain the following set of equations. Okay, what are the equations? First we apply division algorithm on B and A. We get quotient Q1, remainder R1, right? R1 less than A. Okay. This is okay, we have applied the division algorithm, then use the previous result and we replace B by R1, right? If R1 is 0, then A comma 0 is A, that's the final answer. If R1 is not 0, it is bigger than 0, less than A, once again apply division algorithm on A and R1, okay, and find the quotient Q2 and the remainder R2 such that 0 less than R2 less than R1, and in this case this become the GCD become the following. What is that? Here we replace bigger number by the remainder R2, right? R2 comma R1. Okay, so A comma R1 is replaced by R1 comma 2. Okay, if R2 is positive, we can stop the process. Otherwise, we divide. Okay, we use division algorithm to divide R1 by R2. So R1 is divided, okay, by R2 to find out the quotient Q3 and the remainder R3. This is an R2. In that case, R1 comma R2, right, is R2 comma R3. So R1 is replaced by the remainder. Okay, so you proceed this until you get a zero remainder, right? The last equation will be the following, right? R n minus 1 equal to Q n plus 1 Rn plus Rn plus 1. Here Rn plus 1 is 0, right? What is the previous step? Rn minus 2 equal to Qn Rn minus 1 plus Rn. Here 0 less than Rn less than Rn minus 1. Okay, on the other side the GCD calculation is the following. Okay, so here Rn minus 1 comma Rn minus 2 is Rn minus 1 comma R. In the last case, Rn minus 1 comma Rn equal to the number Rn minus 1 is replaced by 0, that is Rn plus 1, right? Rn comma 0, and the GCD of Rn into 0 is 0. So that not 0, this is Rn. So what is the GCD of AB? AB is the last non-zero divisor, non-zero remainder in this division process. Okay, the repeated use of division algorithm and last corollary is called the Euclidean algorithm. So a repeated division algorithm is called the Euclidean algorithm. Division algorithm repeated apply பண்ணிட்டு. So இந்த இதுல இருந்து என்ன எனக்கு கிடைக்கும்னா the GCD of A and B is Rn, the last non-zero remainder, in the division process. Right? And the value of x naught y naught in the Bézier lemma can be obtained. Okay, the values of x naught and y naught, okay, in ax naught plus by naught equal to g, okay, can be obtained by writing each remainder as a linear combination of A and B. Okay, so this is a process. So how do we write this? You remember this set of equations obtained in the division algorithm, that mode. How do you find the linear combination of AB from the first equation? B plus A, B equal to Q1 plus R1. In this equation R1 is written as B minus Q1A. So here A times minus Q1 plus B times 1. This is a linear combination of AB. From the second equation, A equal to Q2 R1 plus R2. Here R2 is nothing but A minus Q2 R1. Okay, A minus Q2, in the place of R1 we apply this result, this equation, A minus Q1 plus B times 1. We rewrite this as a linear combination of A and B. A times A into 1 plus Q1 Q2 plus B times minus Q2. This is a linear combination of R2. So we apply, okay, we write this like this at, okay, at the nth stage we write Rn as a linear combination of B and A, right? That is our G. Okay, so we we write each remainder in this way. Over remainder forward direction over equation எடுத்து apply பண்ணுவோம். அப்போ இந்த GCD கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு reminders important மாதிரி. If you want to write G as a linear combination of A x naught A and B, the quotient is also simultaneously important, right? So quotient எங்க யூஸ் ஆகும், linear combination over remainder எழுதும்போது இந்த quotient தான் இன்வால்வ் ஆகுங்க, ரைட்? quotient எல்லா quotient இன்வால்வ் ஆகும். அதனால இந்த quotient ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிறது ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். Okay, so we will illustrate this division algorithm by using the following example. We are going to find the GCD of 112 and 267. Also, we are going to find integers x0, y0, satisfying 112 x0 plus 267 y0 equal to the GCD of 112 and 267. Okay, so we are going to use the Euclidean algorithm to find the solution. Solution. So Euclidean algorithm is a repetition of division algorithm many times. So we start with the application of division algorithm on 267 and 112. So we are going to write the GCD of this, okay, and we are going to replace 267 by the remainder produced by the division of 267 112. Okay, so by the division algorithm 267 can be written as 112 into 2 plus 43. So we are replacing 267 by 43, right? And again we apply division algorithm on 112 and 43. So 112 is written as 43 times, but 43 into 2 plus 26. Okay, so here so based on this division, the 112 is replaced by the remainder 26. Next one, 43 is divided by 26. Okay, only one time of 26 plus 17 is 43. So that's 43 replaced by 17. Okay, one more division algorithm. Start 17 times 1 plus 9 equals 26. So 9 replaces 26. And 17 is 9 to 1 plus 8. So here 8 replaces 17. Again you use division algorithm here. So 1 time 8 plus 1 is 9. So this 9 is replaced by 1. So 8 is 8, 1 time 8 plus remainder 0. So here remainder is 0. So remainder 8, 0 replaces 8. Okay, so we have reached, okay, the position that where the remainder is 0. Okay, so the last non-zero remainder is 1. Okay. Here also 0, the GCD of 1 and 0 is, so therefore, so GCD of 267 and 112 is 1. Right? This is a GCD. So next we are going to find each remainder is a linear combination of the number A equal to 112 and B equal to 267. So we start with the first equation. Okay, so we write each remainder as a linear combination of A, that is equal to 112, and B equal to 267. So we start with the first equation. That first equation is 267 equal to 112 into 2 plus 43. Okay, this equation is, from this equation, remainder 43 is written as 267 minus 112 into 2. Here 112 multiplication minus 2 plus 267 into 1. So the second remainder is 26, okay, which is obtained while dividing 112 by 43. So 2 times 43 plus 26 is a 112. So this remainder 26 is written as 112 minus 43 into 2. So already we know 43 can be written as 112 into minus 2. This is 26 is 112 minus 43 times 2. So this 26, 43 is written in this form. So we apply, okay, this equation instead of 46. So 26 equal to 112 plus 112, so product minus 2 plus 267 into 1 times minus 2. Okay, we rewrite this in terms of 112 and 267. So 112, okay, plus, sorry, product 5 minus, that is plus 267, so product minus 2. So this is a linear combination of 26. The next remainder is 17, that is obtained while we divide 43 by 26, we get the remainder 17. So 17 is nothing but 43 minus 26 times 1, that is 26. So we apply both 43 and 26, linear combination of 43 and 26 here. Apply பண்ணும்போது, so 43 is already written as 112, so product minus 2 plus 267 into 1, right? Minus 26 is 112 product 5 plus 267 product minus 2. And we rewrite this as linear combination of 112 and 267. So this 17 is a linear combination of 112 product minus 7 plus 267 product 3. So next remainder is 9. So obtained, okay, from this equation. So 9 is 26 minus 17 times 1, that is 17. So 26 is 112 product 5 plus 267 product minus 2 minus 17, like that. So, so we keep on doing this process. That remainder is written as linear combination of 112 and 267. So 9, we can easily calculate that 19 is 112 times 12 plus 267 times minus 5, and 17 equal to 8, sorry, 9 times 1 plus 8. Here 8 is, from this 8 is written as, okay, by simple calculation, 18 is written as 112 products minus 19 plus 267 product 8. And 9 is written as 18 times 1 plus 1. Here 1 is written as 112 product 31 plus 267 product, so minus 13. So here GCD is 1. Here we have written 1 as a linear combination of this 267 and 112. Okay, so this is the Bezier identity for 112 and 267. So therefore, so x naught equal to 31 and y naught equal to minus 13 satisfies the Bezier identity. Okay, this is a solution of the equation 112 x plus x equal to this y, 267 y equal to 1. So one can find all possible solutions of 112x 267y by the following, right? So we write the general theory for writing all possible solutions, then we will, okay, right. Suppose, so we have the equation, so we want to find find all possible solutions of ax plus by equal to g if, okay, x naught and y naught, okay, satisfies the Bezier identity, satisfies ax plus by equal to g. Then any solution x comma y, okay, of ax of this equation 1, okay, of 1 is in the form x equal to x naught plus k a k b by g comma y equal to y naught minus k a by g. Okay, this can be easily proved. Okay, we assume that xy is a solution already, x naught y naught is a solution, right? What about the difference? Okay, assume that xy is a solution of 1, then x minus x naught, a x minus x naught plus b y minus y naught. Okay, you can separate them. This is a x naught plus b y naught. Okay, minus of this ax plus by, whole thing minus ax naught plus by naught. Okay, here ax naught, xy are solution, so this is g, we get 0, right? So here we have a x minus x naught plus b y minus y naught equal to 0, which implies that a x minus x naught equal to b y naught minus y. And here we can cancel the common numbers from a and b. So common number is g, so that is removed, b by g y naught minus y. Okay, which implies that a by g divides b by g y naught minus y. Okay, but we know that a by g comma b by g GCD is 1. Okay, then a by g does not divide b by g, but the a by g has no common factor with b by g. So a by g divides the, okay, this stuff means a by g is a member of this stuff. Okay, it's a divisor means, okay, this b by g y naught minus y has a factor a by g. So that a by g is not in b by g, so it divides y naught minus y. Okay, which implies that y naught minus y is some constant times or some okay, it's multiple of a by g for some k, integer k. Okay, so from this we write y equal to y naught minus k a by g. If y equal to k a by g, then apply this in this equation here too. So applying this y into, so we will have a by g. Okay, so not apply directly, but we write y minus y naught equal to minus a by g. That will be applied. So x minus x naught, so minus b by g. Okay. Actually, we have to apply in this equation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Divide g, then we write here minus k a by g. Right? So if I take y minus y naught, y minus y naught is minus k a by g. So plus k a by g equal to 0. So a by g is common number, so we can cancel a by g. The x minus x naught is minus k b by g. K b by g equal to 0. So x equal to x naught plus k b by g. So any solution, if we have one solution x naught y naught, then other solutions are written in the form x naught k a j by g. Okay, so x naught plus k a by g, comma y naught minus k b. This is b by g, a by g. Okay, for integer, k is any integer. Okay, it's a solution of. Okay, it's a solution of one equation one. Okay, so we have found any solution that is in the form this. Okay, the set of all solutions are in the form this. And it is clear. This is clear, right? Clearly this. Clearly this. Hence, hence any solution of, okay, any solution, integer solution of 1, okay, is in the form x naught plus kb by g, x equal to, right, y equal to y naught minus k a by g. So this, okay, set comprises all possible solutions. X naught plus k a by g, k b by g, y naught minus k a by g, k integers. Okay, comprise all the solutions of 1. Solutions of ax plus by equal to g, where g is the GCD of AB. Okay. So using this result, okay, we can write all solutions of, okay, all the solutions of 112x plus 267y equal to 1 are of the form Okay, x naught is nothing but 31. So 31 plus kb. B is 267k. Okay, and x equal to y equal to minus 13 minus 112k. K is any integer for all integer k. Okay, instead of writing any solution of this equation is in the form this for some k. Okay, that's all the. Okay, this is the set of all solutions of the given equation 112x plus 267.